I just
don't want to give up yet.
Give up? Why would you give up? You don't want to give up. Everybody has a fair chance.
I want you to know I'm not giving up. I'm just taking a break.
Right.
You understand? I just have to take a break. And this is to do it for my own sanity. And I just have to let all this craziness of yesterday and today die down.
It's just so weird to me to think that all that happened, and it was only 9 days, like 10 days. And I can't even imagine what it's going to be like 30 days from now, 40 days from now. Just like blows my mind.
Well, the thing is, when you have less people in the house, I really honestly think that there's going to be less. Because people are just... It's not so easy to float around and not so easy for, the lines are kind of clearly defined and it just becomes winning challenges, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now there's so much uncertainty because people keep moving back and forth, and one day you think they're your friend and the next day they're not.
Well,
and people have so many people around them persuading them to say and do things certain ways.
I just,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, I've never had this much self-doubt in myself.
Don't have it now. Now's the time not to have it.
Yeah.
That's why that's honestly, I had it in me that I wanted to read the Bible, but that's why I want to do some soul searching. I want to make myself feel better about who I am and my situation.
Yeah.
I
think it's a great thing.
I think if you go put yourself in the middle of them right now, if we're going down, we're going down. All we can do is fight in these challenges and try and win.
Right.
But putting yourself right now in the middle of all the drama and the backstabbing and the lying and just, going back and forth. Well, this is what the house wants. All that. I just don't want to be in the middle of it for a few days.
No, I don't want to be in the middle of it either.
And you're more than welcome to sit and talk to me and read the Bible with me or hang out with me or whatever, but I'm not going to I'm not going to walk in the middle of all of it.
Well,
I'm
that's
just
the thing
going to
is
sit
that...
off to the side, which I may be alienating myself, and I may be pushing myself away from everyone. That's the choice I'm making right now.
Yeah.
Whether it be wrong or right, who knows? Maybe I'll step out of it and they'll eat themselves alive.
There are certain people that I just cannot be nice to.
Well, that's kind of why I want to step out, because if I put myself in the middle of it and I try and, blah, 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 be, everyone's best buddy and hang out with them, spend time with them, I'm just going to get upset and say things which are going to seal my grave anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to sit there and be like, fuck you, and say negative things and be mean. And that's not going to help me.
But you don't even really need any enemies or anything.
We are the enemy.
Yeah.
You're the enemy?
I guess. By association with Brian when he was here.
Another day. He's out.
Yeah,
right, but
true.
He's gone.
They've made their decisions.
Tony, don't go by that.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
That's what happened to me. Who would have known that Brian would have left?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
I want to just kind of separate from everything.
I just want to keep my sanity.
Well, and you can sit and talk to me all day long. We may alienate ourselves and we both go on the block because we just sit away from everybody else. That's fine. I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of it. I just don't want to bring other people down with me. I don't want you to think you have to come sit next to me and be away from the crowd if that's going to alienate you, but I want you to know that I would love to have you by my side. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
And I'm not changing sides. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not giving up. I'm not doing any of that.
Honestly, I started off on that side, and with some of the things that I have going. It's like I have to stay. That's why when I talk to you as a friend, it's like we've never made any promises to each other. It's just like, hey, this is what's going on or whatever. It sucks, you know.
I mean, but it's all, like I said, you know, it's just, I feel like I'm, you know, going to alienate myself by trying to put myself in the middle, or I'm going to alienate myself by letting myself be over here. And I can sit here and I can try and be their friend.
Yeah.
And try to make them happy, but I'm not going to, you know?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of like past that point.
I'm not going to make them happy. They're, you know, and it's not even really, it's not that I don't get along with Jesse. I like Jesse. I think he's a great person. I like Memphis. I think he's a great person. You know? Those guys don't bother me the slightest. I can't stand those girls.
Yeah.
And the way they do things and the way they act and everything about them, they're just they just have nothing but hate on the inside of their bodies. And I don't want to be around it and get upset with them.
It's just, this is like one of those, God.
And the you know, the girls have the guys wrapped around their finger, you know.
You know what though? One of the main things I think I learned yesterday is that, you know, perception sometimes overtake what's actually going on, and I have to be mindful of that. So, you know, our perception is that the girls have the guys wrapped around their fingers.
But do you think it's not true?
In reality, that may not be the choice. It may be what is being, you know, perhaps spoon-fed to us in order to make sure everybody keeps their distance. And it's not so much because of the conversation I had with them last night, because I was by no means trying to make friends with them.
Well,
I just wanted to make peace with it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just but it's kind of hearing some of the things they said. You know what? It's so weird. Every single person in this house may be just feeding me a line of bullshit. But it's 3 months of our lives. And once we're done with it, hopefully it comes down to going back to our lives and being happy with the way we acted. But I can definitely say that I've felt like a hypocrite at times, but it's just like your mind gets so cloudy here.
And that's why I want to take a few days to clear it, you know?
Well, I wouldn't mind clearing it with you.
You know, I'm not saying I'm going to sit and read the Bible 24 hours a day. I just don't want to play the game for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my actions, I'm telling you right now, the state of mind I'm in, if I try and put myself in the middle of it all, the state of mind that I'm in, just like, you know, the way I treated production yesterday, you know.
You get a little nasty.
Yeah, I'm in that state of mind where I don't care, you know, and I don't want to go out like that. Like, I don't want to go out like being mean to everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go out every time somebody does something that annoys me, you know, I snap at them or yell at them, and that's what the point I'm at right now, you know. And so I kind of would just prefer to just sit back and smile and sort of kind of be in the background for a few days to let myself sort of, you know, see what happens and watch what happens and watch, you know, they're either going to follow through and tear us apart, or they're going to tear each other up.
I've always felt that I had a good ability to like read people.
Me too. That was part of my interview. That was one of the things I said in almost every interview I had.
And actually be able to tell who's lying and who's not.
Me too.
I'm not good at that.
Me neither.